What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Cardi, and in today's video I've got over 11 different things that I'm going to be going over that will 100% make you a better shooter in NBA 2K23. Now at some point in this video I will also be giving y'all one of the most broken jump shots in NBA 2K history. Now I don't know if y'all played in 2K19, but you could literally shoot over people, and with this jump shot it is the closest we have been to actually being able to shoot over people. Now this is a base that just got very popular, and I think that there is a reason behind that, and I will go over that whenever we get to the jump shot. But I'm going to be giving y'all a secret jump shot that all the comp players are using, and you need to keep it a secret so they don't patch it. All right, now drop a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you do not miss any other of these top secret information and tips and tricks that I'm going to be giving y'all. I will be giving you data to back up the fact that this jump shot is broken, and I will be showing gameplay throughout the whole video of this broken jump shot. You have not seen it yet, so don't worry. Now like I said, you will be getting about 11 to 12 shooting tips that will transform your game and make you a way better shooter in NBA 2K23. I promise you, there should be no reason you're missing shots after this video. I promise. If you are a new sub, make sure you boys comment that you're new sub, and I will say thank you. Follow me on any of these socials right here. As you can see, I'm about to hit it one time. Hey, follow me on any of those socials and I will follow you back. Just DM me, whatever, comment if you're a new sub, all that type of stuff, and let's get right into this banger. Let's go. Now the first thing that I'm going to talk to y'all about is some of the settings in this year's game. All right, now there's a lot of stuff that you cannot really change, but settings are very important. You got to be able to change settings. Make sure your settings are right. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about is your shot timing. I think that's under controller settings. Yep, shot release timing. Okay, you need to make sure you're using early or late. It doesn't matter if it's early or late necessarily, it's all personal preference, but I would guarantee you that nobody that you watch that is really good uses very early or very late. Nobody uses it. Okay, now if it works for you, it works for you, but you will be a very small majority. So if you're struggling on very early or very late, if you were good at it, you probably wouldn't be clicking on this video. Let's just keep it real, right? If you were knocking stuff down on very early or very late, you would not be watching this video trying to figure out, well, how in the world do I make a shot out here, man? So stick to late and stick to early. It doesn't matter which one. It doesn't change or affect the speed of the jump shot. It only changes when you release the button. So if it's early, you're probably going to release the button a little bit earlier, but it doesn't change the actual speed of your jump shot. It just changes when you release the button. All right, so if you are somebody that likes to wait for the jump shot to play all the way through and get to the top of the head, you're like me. Okay, you're like me, and I like to have it on late. Okay, late is very good for people that like to wait until the ball's up at the top of their head right before they flick their wrist forward towards the goal. So that is mainly the only time that you'd want to use late. If you like those early jump shots, then try early out. Now another setting that I'm going to show y'all that really has no effect. I know this was a myth back in the day. Hopefully you don't believe this, and this is debunked by now. But people used to say back in 2K21 and probably in other 2Ks, if your shot feedback, you had no shot feedback, you didn't see your green, you didn't see your shot feedback, that you had a better chance of grading the shot. That's just completely and utterly not true. It's I mean, I don't know how y'all believe that for so long, but it's not true. There's been stuff to back it up, so it doesn't matter. I have everything on all shots. That's what you should have it on. Do not have it on nothing because you think you're getting a boost, Brady. You're not getting a boost. How do we tell you? I promise you, you're not getting a boost for that. Now, something that people do not know about this year's game, and you probably do after, it's been 6 months, I think, since this game has come out, so you probably know this by now, but if you don't, if you are contested, your jump shot's going to be faster. Okay, so you need to learn your jump shot off rip. But if you are contested and you're taking contested shots, which with this new jump shot, yeah, you can get contests on it, but it is very broken, and you will not be getting contests a lot. But just know, if you are contested using the other jump shot, if you're really good with your jump shot and you would rather use that jump shot or use that base other than the base I'm about to give you that's very top secret, then you need to know that the closer that you are and somebody is closing out on you, you need to know your jump shot's going to speed up, and it'll be fine, but you just got to find a visual cue. That's another thing we're going to talk about. If you are contested, your jump shot will be faster, it'll be quicker. I don't know why they added that. They'll probably end up taking that out because that's pretty dumb. I don't understand why they did that, but it's okay. You just got to adapt. And then if your player is tired, your jump shot's going to be slower. Now I don't really like this too much, but I understand why. It's realistic, okay? But I don't really like it too much. I'd rather your just jump shot speed be the same. If it's a standing shot, it should be the same. Doesn't matter if you're tired. But I understand why they did it. Now, another thing that we need to talk about is like gathers are going to happen. gathers are gonna happen, dribble pull-ups are gonna happen, front fades, all that type of stuff. You're not gonna be able to have the same shot timing. You're gonna get contested, you're gonna, you know, be out of stamina. So the most important thing to do is find a visual cue. Now, okay, it doesn't matter if you look at people's feet to figure out their visual cue. It doesn't matter if you look at the top of their release, if you look at their hands, if you look at their wrist. I personally, whenever the ball is at the top of my head and it's about to flick forward towards the hoop, that is where I like my visual cue to be. I like my cue to be able to see a snap in the wrist and then front forward, okay? Now, my jump shot in real life, I don't go all the way behind my head and flick it forward. But I'm talking about, like, picture Larry Bird's jump shot, okay? That jump shot, I used to use that jump shot for a long time. Now, it's not really the best in 2K. I would not recommend it, but earlier, when I was like very early into 2K, I used that jump shot for a long time because I knew when he flicked that ball over the back of his head and then he flicked it forward right at that point of maximum, like right before he flicked it forward, that was when I let go of X. That was my green window. That was my visual cue. And it didn't matter if I was fading. It didn't matter if I got a dribble pull up. It didn't matter if I was tired. It didn't matter if I was contested and my jump shot was quicker. I knew off that visual cue at the top of his head, I'll let that thing go. And I would green a lot of shots. I mean, I probably shoot on average throughout 2K history, I probably shoot around 80% from three, or maybe 70, maybe a little lower, maybe 70, 80, but it's good. I shoot good. I've always been good at shooting. It's just how it is. Now, okay, something we're going to be going over, like I said, if you're tired or if you're contested, your jump shot is going to speed up. Now, this won't really affect the contest system, but if you're tired, your jump shot will slow down. So I always come in here, I always do the Gatorade workout. That's something that's very, very important. You need to make sure you're doing your Gatorade workout, because look at mine. So if you go to Get Boost, I have Gym Rat. So I basically have a +4 on all my physicals, or +5. It doesn't show it visually, but in other years it has. Now, I also get an extra bar of Gatorade, so it has to burn through an extra bar of Gatorade just for me to have a slower jump shot, okay? If you don't burn through that extra bar of Gatorade, if you never actually hit your real stamina, your jump shot is going to have that same speed all the time. So if you are good at dribbling and you can get open without using a lot of stamina, and you know how to left, right, and get into open spots and get to your spot and get an open shot off early in the shot clock without dribbling too much, you are going to benefit from having this extra bar of stamina. So always come in here and do this, because it makes sure the chance of you getting a slow jump shot decreases whenever you actually do your workout and you have an extra bar of stamina and it's not burning into your real stamina. When it starts hitting that real stamina and you're getting lower and lower and lower, that is when you start noticing those super slow jump shots. All right, so make sure you come in here, either do your Gym Rat or do your workout. All right, if you don't already have Gym Rat, it's late in the year, you should probably already have Gym Rat, but if you don't, it's okay. Just come and do your Gatorade workouts in the Gatorade facility. Make sure you do it. All right, now another setting I was going to tell y'all boys about is your shot meter. You want to make sure that you turn your shot meter off, all right, or at least get to the point where you can learn enough about your jump shot and you practice your jump shot enough to turn your shot meter off. You get a boost for this, okay? This is the one thing that will give you a boost in your green window, and you will hit more shots if you are turning your shot meter off, okay? So make sure you do that. Now, it's going to take time. If you're a meter user for the entire time you've been playing 2K, it's going to be a big jump from going from meter to nothing, okay? But if you don't look at, I know some people that use the meter and don't even look at the meter. Now, how much sense does that make? You already have it memorized off muscle memory, and you know what you're doing, you know the visual cue, you're not even looking at the meter, and you're still shooting with the shot meter and you're not getting that boost. Now, I don't understand that, but also, if you are one of those people that look at the meter, I promise you, bro, it makes it so much harder to look at that meter. That meter is delayed sometimes. That meter is it's just not that good. This is one of the better years for the meter, but the meter is not that good, bro. When you take your shot meter off and you're solely just looking at your player, it feels so much more smooth. I can't explain it really fully for you to understand it if you've never turned your shot meter off, but there is a reason that all these comp players turn their shot meter off and they never go back. Okay, there is a reason. I promise you, if it was better, people would turn it back on, but it's not better. You get a boost and it feels smoother. I promise you. Even if you didn't get a boost but it felt worse, people would still use the meter because it just feels better. Promise you, shot meter off feels way better. Now, something else that I found very interesting, especially about this game, is people don't understand how takeover works. All right, now if your takeover is, you know, sharp shooting takeover, and when you get takeover, you get a +10 to your shooting stats. Okay, so say you have a 90 or 89 3, and when you get takeover, you have a 99 basically. Alright, what you don't understand is if you're halfway to takeover, you're going to get a +5 to your 3. So you have a 94 3. So if you're taking good, smart shots, you're going to it's going to get easier and easier to shoot. If you're making your shots, your takeover's going up, you're going to be in a rhythm. Okay, if you're just chucking up shots, taking bad shots, you're going to get closer to cold. Now, you don't just go from playing normal to takeover. You get in rhythm. You like heat up. All right, so as you're heating up, your stats go up. As you're cooling off or you're cooling down, you're about to fucking freeze, motherfucker, your stats they get worse. That's just how it is. So if you're over here shooting a bunch of BS and like messing around, you're like, dang, I can't actually hit this open shot now. It's because all your attributes have dropped because you've been messing around or you've been taking bad shots. So make sure you're taking good shots. I know some people don't really care. I mess around all the time too, so I'm not even tripping. You don't have to sweat 24/7 with me. I really don't care. As long as we win the game, I don't care if you're doing dumb stuff from time to time against bots. I really do not care. But if you're in a big game, you need to make sure every shot that you're taking is smart and it's efficient, and you see your takeover meter going up, because that means your attributes overall are going up. Now, something else I'm going to go over with y'all boys that is, I found this when I was playing 2K15, alright? And it only really got popular when they added this badge called Hot Zone Hunter. When they added this badge called Hot Zone Hunter, that's when everybody raved about hot zones. But I knew, and it changed the way I played 2K when I found this out in 2K15, 2K16. When I realized that you had genuine shot or hot spots on the court based on how you're performing in park, how you're performing in my career. It used to be my career. So if you went to my career and you dominated my career and never touched it again, and you had hot spots everywhere, you'd keep them. But now you have different hot spots. So what you're going to do is go to my career, go to stats, go to roster, click down on the right stick. So view player card at the bottom left, you see it. Click that. Now you're going to press RT until you go all the way over to your your shot chart, wherever it's at. Where is it at, man? Show me the damn shot chart. All right. So as you can see, this is just in the my career, okay? In the my career, I have hotspots everywhere except those mid-range areas. You can tell I barely take shots in the mid-range. I mean, look at it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 total shots in the mid-range. I already have 38 from the left 3, 68 from the left wing, 38 from the top of the key, 93 from the right wing. You know what I'm saying? Also, just keep pressing X until you get to, or maybe you have to keep going. Where is it at, bro? Now, to view your shot chart for park, I didn't realize that it's all the way over here. You got to go to the phone and click on your 2K card and go all the way over to your shot chart. And there you go. There's my shot chart. So I shoot 65. I have all hot zones around the three-point line. That's why I don't miss. I only have one cold zone in the mid-range, and then I have a neutral zone in the lower by the elbow and by the block. And then the other place, I have 2 for 10. I don't know what happened there. But down in the paint, I also have a hot zone. So even down in the paint, it will help you finish dunks and layups for having hot zone down there. So if you're taking good shots and you're shooting good above 50%, I'm pretty sure is a hot spot. And I'm pretty sure you have to, for it to go from neutral to hot, you have to take a good amount of shots there. But yeah, it resets every 25 games. So if you're really bad right now, don't freak out. Just keep practice and practice and practice. And by the time you get good at it, you will see a difference in your shot chart. Now, something else I want to go over is make sure your badges match your play style. Okay, now after I go over this, I'm going to show you my badges and I'm going to explain why I use the badges I use. But make sure the badges are matching your play style. Now, if I have difficult shots or midi magician on, because I shoot a lot of middies, and you don't shoot middies, bro, you should not be having midi magician on. You cannot just go to these YouTubers and copy their badges. Now, some badges are universal, like limitless range is kind of a universal badge, or you know, blinder sometimes is a universal badge. I know some people don't need it, but like catch and shoot, if you're not shooting catch and shoots, why are you putting on catch and shoot on Hall of Fame, buddy? You don't need it. Right? So just because a YouTuber has something on, bro, you don't have to copy exactly bar for bar what the YouTuber has. I promise you. Figure out what's good for your play style. All right, now I'm gonna pan over to my jump shots now. So, or not my jump shots, my badges, my fault. Shooting. I have green machine on gold. That is my core badge because I don't have limitless range cord yet. I have Agent 3s on silver. I could core this, but it costs less than green machine on gold. I use volume shooter. You don't necessarily have to. I use clutch shooter. You don't necessarily have. I use clutch shooter. You don't necessarily have to. I just use this because after 12 points, you get a boost in your shot, and in the final moments of the fourth quarter, you get a boost in your shot. I use amped. It's basically like tireless shooter. I'd recommend blinders if you can get it. I'd recommend deadeye if you can get it. Guard up. I don't know why people freak out about this. I know current gen players love guard up. You can try it if you want. But I think the most important badges, in my opinion, are Agent 3s, Green Machine, and Limitless Range. I think if that was the only 3 badges I had, I was still green at a 75% 3 shooting rating. Now, let's go ahead and look at my 3-point rating. I just want to make sure everything I'm saying has some facts to it. Okay, so I shoot 63% from 3. That's pretty good. I have a 70 field goal percentage. I have an 82 win percentage. I feel like my you know, my stats are pretty solid. I don't think they're the best in the world, but I think they're good. I think I have a good win percentage, a good 3-point percentage, and a good field goal percentage. So I don't know, maybe it's not the best, but I think it's pretty solid. Now, another thing I want to talk about is do not constantly change your jump shot, okay? If you are constantly changing your jump shot because you miss 1 or 2 shots in the game, you're like, bro, or you get bullied into it, they're like, bro, take that jump shot off, bro. The most important thing about a jump shot is knowing the timing. I mean, if I learn Shaq's timing, I could green with Shaq jump shot, pure Shaq. I think I could green threes with Shaq, okay? It's because all it is you have to learn the timing, you have to learn the cue. You know, it might not be as good of a jump shot as some of these other ones. It might not have a good enough or big enough green window, but I could consistently green with Shaq. I bet you I could if I learned it. So make sure you're learning your jump shots. If you put a jump shot on, you're probably not gonna learn it immediately. If you're not that good at the game, like for me, even me, like if I go on vacation for like a week and I come back, I already started to forget my jump shot a little bit. Sometimes it takes a second to get back into it, but you know what I mean? Like, just imagine you're swapping your jump shot every day. It's going to take a long time to learn and get down a good jump shot. I would just make sure you're getting comfortable. And if it's a terrible jump shot, you're like, yo, I cannot use this, then change it. But once you find that one that's like, okay, I think I could use this, I think I could get good at this, practice it and practice it and practice it, and then you'll be good. Now, the final 2 tips I have for y'all boys are going to be in the game and outside the game tips. The most important thing I'm going to tell y'all though is to buy your jump shot boosts, okay? Jump shot boosts are very, very important. I know people that don't. Look, I only buy jump shot boosts. That's the only thing I will ever buy. As you can see, I have 38 bought. I won the layup and dunks thing from the 2K League event. I got like 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place in the 2K League combine event thing. And then I ended up skipping the combine because I really don't think I'm that good. I think I'm good and I'm super good at the game, but to be in the 2K League, I'm not that good. You know what I mean? So it's kind of pointless for me to even go. I could have made it a video, probably should have. Next year, if they do it, I'll make it a video. I promise. I got y'all. But the only boost you need is jump shot boost, okay? You need jump shot boost, but they're not necessarily a necessity, but they do help. That's something that's very, very good that will help you make more shots. If you are noticing you're getting a lot of full bars, that's jump shot boost will probably get that green window to open up even more, and you'll probably make more greens. All right, now the last tip I have for y'all boys before I give y'all this broken jump shot that y'all have been seeing a little bit towards the end of the video is some outside the game tips. Now, if you have a monitor, congratulations, that's a big step. Now, if you don't have a monitor and you're playing on a TV, you will notice it's harder to shoot, it's harder to play defense, it's harder to do a lot of stuff, it reacts slower, okay? You have less control over it because of the reaction time your monitor and your Xbox controller is giving you. So what I recommend is having an Ethernet. If you can't have Ethernet, it's not the end of the world. It's the least important of your problems. Actually, the least important of your problems is having a wired controller, because you want to reduce latency, you want to reduce input lag, you want to reduce delay. All right, so if you have a wired controller, it reduces your input lag, you know, your delay, your latency, all that type of stuff. If you have Ethernet, it reduces your delay and your latency and all that type of stuff. It makes it easier to shoot, makes your controller more responsive. And then you need a 1 millisecond response time monitor, okay? That is what I have to recommend for you. Now, if you're on a TV, I played on a big TV for years. I was very good for years, but I think as 2K progresses, I think it's more and more important to have a monitor. In 2K16, 2K17, I played on a big TV and I didn't really notice much of a difference. I probably would have if I played on a monitor, but it was still very, very possible to be very, very good at that game. I was dominant. 85 win percentage, 75 3. Like, I was like a legend 3 in 2K17. I played on a big old 60-inch TV all year long. I was in the comp stage 24/7. I did not have a monitor, so I know it's possible, but I don't know. I haven't done that in a while. 2K20, I noticed a big problem. I was like, yo, I haven't played the game in 3 years and I'm on a TV right now and I suck, right? So that's why I went over to a monitor, okay? Now, here is the broken jump shot. Jimmy Butler base. Oh my goodness, it's insane. Now, the reason I think that this was found out about is because recently a 99 Dark Matter Jimmy Butler was released in my team. I had him, and it was so hard. It was so hard to get contests on this card, bro. I mean, I was cooking people left and right, bro. And I think that's why it was found out. But release 1, Oscar Robinson. Release 2, Kobe Bryant. Release speed max. Animation blending 75/25. Now, I'm just going to keep playing some clips for y'all boys and talking over them so you can see this jump shot. But this jump shot is completely and utterly insane. This jump shot is just honestly one of the best jump shots I've ever used. The base is just incredibly difficult to get a contest with. Like, I'm shooting in that guy's face and his contest was very, very minimal. I don't really understand why it took so long for people to find this jump shot out, but I'm almost positive it's because the card had just come out at my team and then people realized, wow, this is unguardable. And I mean, honestly, it is, bro. Like, this right here is not a jump shot with the Jimmy Butler base, but it was with that jump shot on. And I was cooking this whole time. Like, I'm just toying with them, bro. I'm not even shooting the open shots. I'm actually just messing around, stepping back and shooting right over everyone, bro. No one is guarding that. I'm be honest, like right here, this guy is not guarding this. It's too easy. Now, drop a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, hit that post notification bell if you learned anything, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.